This is the 2018 Fuzion toy hauler. It is the kind of the Chrome or X edition 10th anniversary package. So it has a lot of the black and blue and kind of a chromish silver look to it. It's got some pretty nice lights here at nighttime on it. I do have this that can go with it if you need one, or we can swap it out to a different style. This made the ride awesome. You just air it up to whatever pressure you need, and it takes care of a lot of the bouncing on your fifth wheel. As you can see, it's got 3 slides. I'll get them slid out here shortly. I do want to note one of the coolest things about it, well, 2 of the coolest things. One, it is auto leveling. So I'll have a video that I'll attach with this one of it actually working, but all the controls for it right here. Once you unhook from your truck, you do everything right here. It's a pretty nice system. Takes a lot of the work out of it. We'll go down the driver's side first. I keep my sewage hose here, coax here, but all your kind of controls for the leveling system are here in the hydraulic tank. It's not low. I know it looks like it. Once the jacks are all up, the fluid comes back up into it. So it's got some instructions here too as well. It's got some pretty nice features that actually I haven't even used. Move on down to like a storage area, and that's where all your controls are. It's pretty spacious. This side here is narrow, but it goes all the way through to the other side, but it opens up on the other side. So I keep all my connections as far as wiring and hoses and, you know, some wheel chocks, different adapters here. Everything won't go with it, but the basics will. Your 50 amp power cord will go with it. It's got 3 different hookups. One is black water flush, so that's all that's for. This is your main water hose hookup to supply it. This here is where you would screw in a short hose to your antifreeze for winterizing it. I've kind of made this a little easier, but you know, these things just pull, you know, turn. This is a disconnect for it. That there's for satellite. Never done that, but your normal, if you are at a campground with your cable TV hookup, it goes right here. It does have a fresh water tank if you're off the grid. I keep a little bit in it, you know, 10, 15 gallon when I do go, and then I drain it. There's black water and gray tank. These are the bigger ones for the main part of the camper. I'll show you where the additional black tank is. It's actually a combination for the back bathroom. So it has 2 bathrooms. One is a half bath. The main one's, of course, got the stand-up shower. 50 amp connection. So you can see the water heater. This right here, if you want to use your fresh water tank, you fill it up here. Here's the kitchen slide, if you can see that. First, I'll show you that. That's the bedroom slide, kind of the wardrobe. This is the kitchen slide, so that's kind of the stove, refrigerator. It has a large refrigerator. This is your access for the fridge. Has a couple fans in there to help cool. Of course, there's your sewer. It all comes to one, luckily. Like I said, hydraulic, Lippert. I think it's Lippert is how you pronounce it. Pretty popular setup for the hydraulic jacks, the leveling. Basically new tires, but there's 2 gas tanks, as you can see. One is for the fuel station, like if you're filling up the tractor, a four-wheeler, you know, side-by-side, whatever. It is, I believe, this one here. This one here is the generator gas. I've never used the fuel station. The pump's in here, and the gas, you know, the gas handle, it's in there. The fuel, all that's here, you know, on, off, all that stuff. Never used it, like I said, but I do use this one. It is the fuel tank for the actual generator that's built on, or built in. So that's pretty cool. If you ever get to a campsite, which we have, and the electric maybe at the campsite was off for some reason, we fired up the generator for an hour or 2 till they got there to fix it, the maintenance people, and we were able to be in the AC and all that. Of course, there's a ladder. It folds up against it. There's a over the kind of the side. I'll go ahead and go up and show you. Hopefully I don't fall. I'll give you a shot of the roof. It's got 3 ACs. Let me tell you, this thing will cool. You got the one here, and then one there in the middle, and one all the way up in the front. The rest are just vents. You got your antenna, you know, and then your vents for the plumbing. Roof's in great shape. Had it inspected last year just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. I do go around the seams every spring that we've owned it, and since we've owned it, it has been in a building when we're not using it. I apologize for any bird droppings, because where it goes inside of, sometimes the birds like it too. That's the exhaust right there for the generator. I would fire it up and all that, but I can't while I'm videoing, but I will take a video of it running here shortly. This is just a storage area. I keep all my, you know, extra stuff in here, my propane tanks, water hoses, keep a couple extra. It's pretty spacious spot. Keep some wood and a little toolbox in there. It's your dock lights, the blue lights that I was showing you. This here is the generator. Give me 1 second and I'll open that up. You see it? It is the Cummins 5500, so it will run 2 ACs, no problem, and other things. I've never tried to run 3 ACs with it. They say it will. It's actually maxing it out, or may trick the breaker. So, but it will run 2 of the ACs at a time. You can see out here. Now we're on the passenger side. One cool thing about this, at nighttime, this Edition X lights up blue. It's pretty cool. This is the battery compartment. Kind of looks like a mess, I know. I added this disconnect here just for extra precaution, so it basically from the battery to here, so I just flip it off and all that. I kind of keep a spot there for battery charger or jump start, and that's also a compressor for the airbag on the hitch. This here is going to be your kind of your storage area. I'll show you that. It's pretty big. I can actually lay inside of there if it's empty and turn around, no problem. Keep a grill there, plenty of storage through here. Propane hose for the quick connect outside, so you don't have to have a tank all hooked up. Also, a remote here that I added. It's got LED light strips underneath, so at nighttime I plug those in and it lights up underneath like an underglow kit. So of course it's got there's plenty of lighting on each side as far as the storage area, or the basement as they call it. Also, I like to note the basement is heated. So there's a vent kind of over there behind the refrigerator. It doesn't let a lot in, but it keeps it heated. All the tanks are heated. So it has the winter package included. Electrical outlet there. These doors. This is the main slide for the living room. This jack here, I do want to point out, it is bent. It was like that when we bought it. The guy did not have it up, he said, when he pulled out of a campground and caught it on something. He said he felt something bump, and that's what happened. So it's not horribly bent. I took it to a welding shop. They was going to get it scheduled and fix it. He said it'd probably be like 250 bucks, maybe 300, and but I just never got around to it, and it's fine. When it's up, you don't notice it hardly at all. The other jack here, so like I said, there's 3 jacks on each side, so a total of 6. And this thing is stable. I'm telling you, it's very stable. It's got outdoor speakers. Of course, all the windows up through there are tinted. These here are slightly tinted. Of course, it's got steps here, another storage area that does lock. I just keep some wood things in there that I honestly probably need to take out because I don't rarely use. But more storage there. These are There's one on the other side. They open up from the inside and gives you some vent in the garage area if you're hauling, say, something that has a gas smell. So back door, it lets down. I'll show you another video of that. But yep, this is pretty much it. It's in great shape. I have waxed and buffed this entire thing. It's about 38 feet and really tall. It's to the top of the ACs is like 13.1 or 3, I can't remember, something like that. So of course the sides are like 12 something, but the ACs add extra to it. I do want to point out one thing. This here, let's see, this here is the grill hookup for that hose I have. It's quick connect, but it's pretty handy. Here's a video going inside. It does have the nice steps here in the front door. Like I said, the back door just has the fold out aluminum steps. This here makes it nice. They are adjustable for whatever incline you're on. The slides are in right now, so I will push them out here. I'll show you. I won't do it from my phone just because I can't do it and video. So you got all your controls here. Interior lights. You got exterior lights. You got security lights. You can start your generator. I'll do that. So you just hit the prime button for a few seconds. Hold start. Hopefully you heard it start up. And it's running. You control all your awning lights. You can turn individual lights on and off from here if you want. You can do all your slides from here as well. So I'll go ahead and do that instead of, again, from my phone. So we'll do the main sofa. If there's any pillows laying around, I'm sorry. We just got back from camping in it a few days ago. So we will keep everything in here because we plan to use it until it does sell. Again, we're no big rush. We love the camper. We just aren't getting in camp as much as we used to. So you can see this slide is out. There's more lighting here. The couches are like massage. They vibrate. There is heat as well, so you can hit that. Now the heat's on. Turn it off. There's a lock button just in case, keep it from getting hit. All three of these do recline. Overall, it is in good shape. There is a slight bit of peeling if you get close. It's minor. You got a little bit here, but we usually keep a blanket, just a thin blanket on it. So there is some kind of right there a little bit. So, but it's not really gotten any worse because, like I said, we keep a blanket on it. We keep the window shades pulled. These window shades are awesome. They're the slow rise. So I pull them, and there we go. Pretty much all the windows, for the most part, have that except for the back and one of the bedroom ones. But that is a factory option that came with it. This is a large one. As you can see, it goes up, and there we are. Now we'll go ahead and do the kitchen slide. So I'll do it here. And again, I'm going to say this several times just because it's my favorite part. You can do all this from your phone. So a lot of times when I'm setting up, I do it from my phone. I walk around making sure that nothing's in the way. Large refrigerator. It does work better on propane if it's really hot. I did call the company on that, and they said just because it is a large refrigerator that somehow, however propane cools a refrigerator, it does make it better, or cools it better when it's really hot. I'll shut this door, get some sunlight out of here. It has LED light strip, goes around the bar, it plugs in over there. See that? There's lots of lighting in here, you know, other than just your buttons. This here, you've also got a fan. Oops, let's see. There's a fan up there, automatic control, so you can see it opening. There's a speed adjustment up there, but on and off's here. And then lower. There is a USB charger here, 2 spots. More lighting. More lighting here. Microwave's got some lighting. Propane stove, glass top. A decent amount of cabinets, actually. Some of them are really tall. These 2 bar stools go with it. Does have an electric fireplace. Works. We've actually went in some pretty cold weather, and it works great. So it's got a speaker system here. It's all Bluetooth controlled if you want to, or you can do it all from here. You can turn on and off different sets of speakers. A is the main area, B is the I think the back area, and then C is your outdoor, which is mainly what we use. Large TV. It's factory. It does have a spot up in this corner when you turn it on. I don't know what's caused it, but it does have a discoloration up there, but it works fine. It wasn't something that we were too worried about, you know, changing out. I think it's a 40, let's see, I think it's a 47, I can't remember, something like that. There's also a loft up front, or above the garage area. As you can see that, we had a little curtain added that we can pull. It's got a memory foam thing up there. Now we're walking into the garage area. It is 12 feet and some inches, I believe is what it is. This is the electric bed system. I will let that down here in another video, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview. Back door, you let it down, it does make a porch with these cables, or you let it all the way down to load, you know, toys, golf cart, you know, bikes. It's got a rail system that goes out, locks into place. 15 seconds, you got a rail around there, and I'm serious, it's that easy. This is a couch. When you let it down, the backs fold up, and it's in great shape. I mean, there's no peeling at all. The top is just a bed only. You can leave it up over here, or pull the pins and drop it down. It'll stop about 5 feet up, and then there is a ladder that gets stored up in here, and you can either use it for the bed or use it for the loft area that is above that. There's also a TV back here, some more extra lighting under the cabinets. This TV is super cool. You pull that little strap, and now you let it down. Transport, or if you're sleeping up top, you just put it back up into place, just like that. And your cables just kind of push back up. This was a little thing we added just from Lowe's. It's you know, just for clothes, just for the kids' clothes. If we've hauled a side-by-side in here, I do move it for the length. We keep our chairs strapped. It's got this, I think they call it E-track or something, that goes around there. And there's one back here too. Now it is not made for strapping in side-by-sides, but it's great for, you know, holding that cabinet with that strap around it. This right here is the steps and handrail for the back deck. If you want to use that, we use it almost every time. The back deck is awesome. It also has an awning, comes out over it. In addition to opening the back, we do have curtains that slide on, that kind of enclose. And I'll show you in a picture, there is a net, or a screen, not a net, that comes down all the way to the floor. That is a factory option that was added with this one. All the windows in great shape. You got your exit there for your second door. Here is the bathroom. I'll turn this light on here. It's also got a fan up there. You see it works. Window. This is where the part that was damaged underneath here, so it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see the cabinet's kind of bowed up there. There's a bow right here right where that tire is, and when it blew out, there's a couple small, I mean, they're thin metal frame. So it did not affect the toilet area. It doesn't leak or anything. You can see it's right there. All got a pretty nice porcelain lid. Just kind of showing you there's no damage to the walls or anything. There's a medicine cabinet there. We'll go back up front now, going back through the main area. And that door that between the garage, it is a kind of an exterior door, they call it, like a storm door, so it has a rubber seal around it. So it blocks most of the noise out. Like I said, just an overview of the kitchen area again. There's storage cabinets on both sides of the TV and up top. There's your speakers. I'm sorry, I've hit your vents. There's 4 vents in here. Like you said, your AC. I didn't show you back here, but the AC is above the bed area. So when you're using it, you typically drop the bed down some, just to keep some better airflow. There is a central vac on here. The hose is up there under the bed. It connects right in here. Promise. There you go. It works well. There is a blue light here that should light up the steps. There's another shade going up into the master bath, I guess you call it. The sink area, stand-up shower, adjustable wand and all that we added, skylight, glass sliding doors here, plenty of cabinets. It does have kind of the built-in hamper for clothes, and your toilet. It also has a vent area here. Here's looking back down. Here is your controls for your AC and heat. You've got different zones. Zone 1 is your main. Zone 2 is in your master bedroom. Zone 3 is the garage area. Going into the master. Now you see the slide is in. Now we'll go back down here. I'm gonna let that slide out. That is the 3rd and final slide. Yeah, let's see. Wardrobe slide out. Also, while we're doing that, you can see generator has 407 hours on it. All right, we're out. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the generator off too. No needing it running. Here is just to show you this switch here. That's what turns your blue light on the steps, and one outside above the outside steps. These are tank heaters in case you're somewhere when it's really cold. It's for your black water and all that. I failed to show you the other black water for the rear bathroom, but once the slide's out, you just slide the bed over. It's on like a little, some type of cable system, I guess. And then there's the bed. Got storage above there. You got some slide up blinds. And a small one over there. There's the wardrobe. The AC's right here. Plenty of storage in here. We keep a mop, Swiffer, things like that. More storage here. End table. You've got cabinets here and there. You can see the carpet is no stains. We normally do not wear any shoes in here on the carpet. My wife's probably gonna kill me because I just stepped on it. Light here. Sliding door for the master. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So sliding, it does have a TV back here. It's a 20-something inch. The antenna control, if you was to not have cable, you just hit it right here, turns on. That's your amplifier. And then when you're in transport, you definitely want to snap that so it doesn't, the door don't slide. The doors here, nice doors, kind of decorative. Refrigerator, there's a few things left in there, but it's a big refrigerator, or a freezer, or fridge. We store it with baking soda in there, so excuse that. And you got all your controls right there. Set to whatever temperature You change it to gas, auto, or electric. Turn that back off. Only thing on the refrigerator was like it when we bought it as well. There is a, I can even find it. Oh, there is a kind of a dent area there. Let's see. Yeah, kind of right in there. It's like a little dimple. I believe somebody just slung it. Maybe when it wasn't all the way out and it bumped this is what it looked like. Everything is, you know, hard flooring except for the master bedroom. I'll go out now down the steps. Show you with the slides out what it looks like. It's a beautiful camper. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and let the awnings out here shortly and take some photos of that. Here's your garage door. If you look in there, and then your steps are right there. I'll show you the driver's side with the slides out on it. They've all got the awnings that automatically come out over top of the slides. A little more protection of any type of water if it's open and there's rain. Never once have we had any dampness at all come in anywhere around the slides. I treat the seals with some spray from the RV place, keeps them from drying out. When we store the camper, we store it with the slides in, which is what's recommended, so it keeps any type of weather and this from just kind of getting dried out. Luckily, we keep it in a building, so that shouldn't happen regardless. Got a little decal here that says black tank. This is the black tank. It's also the sink tank for the rear bathroom, so that's right here. Still goes to the same dump area. So you can see underneath here, every slide is kind of coated with this slick material. Tires on this side again. Tires are like new. I'll take some pictures with the garage door down, ramp made into a porch, and all that good stuff. This little video with the awnings out, both of them. Left my flag up there. It doesn't have to stay with it if you don't. It's just little plastic hooks that slide in there for flags or different attachments to the canopy. I'm gonna show you in the back here in just a second. I will show you, I've let the ramp down. Everything is still, other than the ramp, it's still down. If you're loading, you just pop these two cables off, ramp goes to the ground. It's spring assisted, so it's not heavy at all. These are your support legs. So if you're using it as the porch, which I'm going to show you the railing system, you just pop these down. You don't have to, but if you got several people, I would recommend it just because that's a lot of weight hanging out there just on these cables. They are large. They're supposed to, it says they are meant to hold more than just a few people, but there is support legs. So here's the little screen that can be put down. It'll go to the ground along with the curtains. Let it go back up, you just pull it and let go. These are the curtains here, slide on a rail. Here's the handrail system, super easy. Push it out, like so. Wind's blowing, sorry, it's blowing the curtain on me. Pull up on it right here. It folds out. Lock it in, there's a little knob there. Spread this part out. So I just want to show you. We're at the part here now. That side's out. This part here, slide. I'm doing every bit of this one-handed, no problem. And then oops, missed it. There's a notch there. Now you open this side up, so now the back's all there. And when I say slide, it just slides back in itself. Then you pull this part out. See, it slides. Like I said, I'm doing it with 2 fingers. There's a little spot there. Push it. That part locks in. So now you've got a rail system there, the back, part of the side. this part here swings out, locks in, and now you've got a gate. Note that this cable is kind of in your way if you're using that as, you know, an exit, because that's where these steps and handrail, they go on the outside right here. If you are using it, we don't always, it's just something else to, you know, get hooked up. Doesn't take long, it's 2 snaps, they just snap right in and lock. If you do that, you take this cable loose, which would be the same way you let the ramp down. You just pull the 1 pin, move it, and just let it go back inside. So that's all there is to it. Again, there's your curtains, screen again here. So I'll show you the electric bed. Some there, it'll come down, and then you got the bed on top. That folds up into a couch as well, and I'll have that in some pictures here on this ad as well. So there's the porch area. I'll go outside and let you take a look at it. Sorry for the wind. And there is the porch area, and that right there is where the steps that I showed you, they just snap on these 2 spots and you're good to go. Handrail pops up. And like I said, the only really reason if you got a lot of people on the tailgate, and if you have to let that cable loose because you're using this as your entrance to the porch area, this is where you just pop this pin, drop that down, and then you're good. There it is from the back. Like I said, the wind's it's a little windy today, so the curtains are blowing, but the curtains kind of help when it's cool enough. The kids, their friends are sleeping back there and they don't need the AC. Believe me, it's not camping. This is probably the furthest from camping there is, but it sure is fun. We've had some great times in it. Like I said, we will continue using it until you know, somebody wants to purchase it. And again, I think I mentioned in one video, the only reason we're selling, I got one kid getting ready to start driving, sports, high school football, daughters and volleyball and basketball, and we just aren't able to use this camper as much as we would like. We definitely actually may purchase a smaller camper in a year or 2. At some point we do want to go back to one of these, but it'll probably be when the kids are on their own and doing their own thing. But we've had a lot of fun in this since we've owned it. We've owned it, I believe, 4 years. We had 2 other campers before that. We continually upgraded, and it's big. Like I said, it's to the top of the ACs, we're looking at 13.1 or 4. I think it's 13.1. And I think it's 38 foot, 38.5 feet. The model number, it should, you know, I'll have this in the ad, but it is a Fuzion 371. One other thing I wanted to mention, I'm going to throw in here, it does have, the porch area does have another awning, you know, as opposed to the 2 on the sides of the camper. There's an awning right here. It is power. It's done by this. So extend. While that's going out, there's a couple vents up there. If you're not running the AC in the back, the middle AC does blow a little bit of air back here, and it helps if it's not super hot. But if it's real hot, we just run it. I mean, I got 3 ACs for a reason. I'm going to run the dudes. So you got a speaker there. As you can see, the awning's coming out. It's a little windy, so I'm not going to leave it out very long. And so now it's out. It does have some little support things that snap down, and they actually snap. Excuse the curtains again. They actually snap right into here. So that's if we're leaving it out long term, as far as a few days, not just with the wind especially. We pop them down, and there's one on this side as well. So they just kind of clip right in, but give you a view from the outside. Porch is pretty awesome. It's about everybody's favorite thing. You can see, and it does have some lights under it as well. LED, kind of like lights that light up the entire, if it's dark outside, it lights up the porch area and a decent, you know, area around it. There is a bright, what they call security light there. There's another one here. They are controlled on separate switches or by your Bluetooth app. You've got lights, can't see them, but you've got lights in both awnings on the side that light up a ton, depending on which way you angle them. And that's done by just, you know, letting the awning out a little more, or letting it come back in and letting the light hit the camper or hit the ground. So just a cool little feature. Just a little quick video here. This is after I've let the couch area down. Right now it's still folded down into a bed. I left the actual bunk bed, which is a full size or queen. I believe it's full size. I've left it up there. Like I said, it's just by these pins on each corner. So, but you do have to let this back up and then let it come down together. It's super simple system, but the couch, they just fold up just like that. That right there. And now you've got two couches. There is a table that goes between those that kind of match the bar area. Same material. I keep it stored underneath the little memory foam mattress up there until we get to the campsite, and I pop it down here. When this is folded into a bed, I just slide it underneath. We've also got a table that's identical that goes right here. We've never used it. Usually the kids will eat at the bar stool, or you know, they'll eat back here. I do want to show you one thing I failed to, we put in an outdoor rug, but the whole floor is that with tie down spots and several spots up underneath this. So did want to point that out. It goes all the way up, you know, into the garage area. And I'll show you some pictures with the top bunk down. And like I said, this here is just the couch area now. This is the both of the bunks down in the sleep position. So this comes down to about my chest height, this part of the bed. And that's where I keep the table right there. I just pull it out when they want to use it down here. But in the sleep position, of course, we don't have it under the mattress, but it's got like a foam and then a memory foam on top of it. So sleeps good. This down here is more for smaller kids. It'll hold 2 adults. There is like little support legs that fold down underneath there, but this is in the more the sleeping position. Here's a video of the bedding. The beds go up. It's all electric. You just run it right here, up or down. The middle one will not go up until the bottom one catches up to it, then it pushes it on up. There's a couple different positions you can lock these into. And before it goes all the way up, you'll see there's the third AC back there. I hope you can hear me with this wind blowing. But they are almost up position. If we do this at night or in the mornings, we have to take them back up for the kids to, you know, to use the whole area back here during the day. It's a couple-minute process. It's not nothing major, and that's in the up position. There are pins that go in these little holes, you know, to for transport. Just these little push pins. Here are the supports. So, you know, you just fold them down on each side. There's 2 here and then 2 there.